Let's talk about the hottest and most popular board games out right now.
We're gonna tell you what they're all about and should you check them out.
All of these are freshies just right out of the pan.
We haven't ever talked about them.
What he said.
Let's start out with the 12th hottest board game out right now, which is gonna be Galactic Cruise, where you're gonna provide McDonald's in space. In this game, you're gonna play a company that provides services for people who want to go and spend their vacations in space. And you would be a really bad company if that space travel would be boring without any, fun activities. So you're responsible for making ships right here and also making sure that it's a fun trip, it's a safe trip, and there's food and other necessary things there. So in this game, you will be building ships full of different activities, like there has to be a pool deck and, well, obviously you need to play laser tag in space. Without that, would be no fun at all. And you will do all of that for one single purpose. And that purpose is fulfilling goals and getting tons of victory points, because as in all good Euro games, the more victory points you will have at the end of the game, the more likely you're gonna be the winner. And these actions will get better and better during the game, so you will have juicier and juicier decisions. So send your agents and workers, send the rockets in space, and serve McDonald's, and build the best Galactic Cruise possible.
So now it's time to rank. How excited are we to play Galactic Cruise? To be honest, the more I researched about the game, the more I read about it, the more excited I got. I want to sell McDonald's in space.
The intro was like, the more I research it, the more but you actually got excited. Seems like a heavy Euro.
It is, but fun one. Fun concept.
Well, I like the theme.
Yeah, let's try it out.
Game number 11 on the hotness list this month is Carnival of Sins. It actually doesn't explain what the sins are. I guess you have to play to get the sins, or to sin. Seeing the components for this game, it seems like people were playing D&D and then somebody got bored and he was looking at this set of dice, because coincidentally that is exactly we need to play D&D, and was thinking, can I create a game around this? Sure, let's add some cards and let's try to score points. In this game, one player will roll all of the dice, and then each player will get a chance to play one of his cards. And those cards will manipulate, take those dice, or do something with the dice. And at the end of the round, if you have any dice left, those will be the points you score. The abilities might be something like, for example, taking 2 dice if they have the same result, or maybe turning the dice over and taking it, possibly getting more points, and things like that.
All right, Carnival of Sins. We still haven't found out what the sins actually are, but how excited are we to play this game?
I know it might be a sin to place it so low.
Yeah, even one lower.
Let's move on to the 10th hottest board game out there, which is Bohemians. And Bohemians takes you to the streets of Paris, where you will be these artists right here that are struggling with their everyday lives. And this generally is a card game where you will be playing out your cards and trying to get more and more points, because then you will be able to use those points to buy new cards, because at the beginning of the game you will only have your starting hand of few cards, and then by playing them out you will get points where you will be able to then buy different kind of other cards that will help you with both of those problems. What were the problems, Giannis?
I don't see YouTube influencers or board game reviewers.
It's 1960s or
They didn't have
70s.
board games then?
No, they didn't have YouTube then. These are achievement cards, and when whoever will have more of these cards in your deck at the end of the game will be the winner.
So do you want to travel to Paris? Do you want to prove yourself as an artist?
No. Yeah, sure. No, yeah. I like the art a lot.
We might be wrong. We probably are, but not as excited.
The hottest game number 9 this month is Orloj, the Prague Astronomical Clock. Orloj, the Prague Astronomical Clock.
Nice, fun choice.
It is great, it is. It's Orloj, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, because I'm assuming that's in Czech. The Prague Astronomical Clock. The game is about building the clock, and it is a Euro game, because it actually happens in Europe, so it makes sense that it's a Euro game, right? It is a worker placement game where you will have these little guys that you will send out to build the clock, like you would do in real life. These are workers, and somebody placed them. Like a good Euro game, it will have your own personal board that you can upgrade. You can upgrade your resources, you can upgrade your workers, and you can upgrade tons of things. Another good thing that every Euro game has, this has tons and tons of tracks that you can move up you know, upgrade your actions, upgrade things you get when you actually place your workers.
Another heavy Euro game, not in space this time, but about the clock that's been built in 1410. I guess right below, right? We're excited to play those heavy Euro games.
Yeah.
And on that note, let's move on to the 8th hottest board game, which is gonna be Kingdom Forlorn. This is a massive game, and I'm not joking when I'm telling a massive game, because there's gonna be billion gajillion components right here. This is fantasy game set in medieval-ish times, and each player will play a character that you can add equipment to, can add upgrades to, and you know, get better. And the really interesting selling point is that you can take these characters, bring to another player's game, and add it to their campaign, play it, and with all that stuff now come back and continue your campaign.
So I can grind at home and then go and look this is what I did?
Yeah, exactly. And it should
cool.
work. That's really unique. And it's a boss battler. Here's a bad guy. Here are you guys right here and right here. Here are you guys that are fighting this boss. That's the main part of the game, but there's a lot of extra things added to it. Similarly to Eon's Trespass, if you have watched this channel, we have talked a lot about it. And there's tons of content, as Into the Unknown company is like known about. So let's see how excited we are to try this.
Kingdom Forlorn. So this one is the epic campaign game. How excited are we?
I'm never gonna play it, probably.
That's why here. Moving on!
Game number 7 on the hotness list is... I knew it just won. It's not like I come here and surprised what it is. Did you know that this is on the list? Yeah, because we have played
talked about this?
We have. But wait, it's the new version!
Ooh, so whole new stuff, whole new mechanisms, whole new game?
No, I'll tell you. First I'll tell you what the game is about if you haven't heard about it. Everyone will get a little whiteboard, well, blue board in this case, and a little marker, which is a crayon actually in this case. So that's new, because they used to have markers, now they have crayons. And everyone plays in the same team, and one player will try to guess a word. Everyone will write a clue to try to help to guess that word. For example, cat is a very good clue, right? Sounds like cat is a very good clue, right? Yeah. And then someone will write dog. And then, uh-oh, we matched, which means, wah, that's gone. So we're only left with the dog. Hopefully that helps the guesser to guess the word. At the end of the game, you will compare your score with this table, which I don't care about. We just guess the words and try to guess as many as we can. We don't even care about the score when we play. It's just such a fun game. But I know you've been holding on so long asking, well, what's new in the new version except the crayons? That sounds exciting, I guess. All of the words are new, and not only in Dutch, but probably in other languages as well. And you can mix them together. So essentially, it's kind of like an expansion that doubles the amount of players you can play and doubles the amount of words. So, where does it rank?
Well, we have played this one actually. Well, not the new version, but we played the old version, and we know it's great.
We know it's great, but also there's not a lot of new there, just new words. So I'm excited for it, you know, adding extra words, but not excited to see what's fresh there, because there's not much. Oh, crayons, right? So it's to the top spot. No.
But I will always play just one. I already know that. It's amazing. But, you know, an excitement of new stuff, it's there.
The 6th most talked about board game right now is Containers, that came out in 2007? So this is a shipping game. Like it looks, like it plays. One part of the game will be filling your ship with different containers and then sending them to an island. And then there will be the second kind of part where you will be unloading your containers on an island, but you have a choice either to take these containers and send them to your part of the island because they will score you points, or sell them for money. At the end of the game, you will score for the containers on your island, so you want a lot of them, but sometimes it's more efficient and better to sell your containers and goods for lots of money to then ship another time with more resources and better resources. So it's always this management of what's more efficient, to get money or to just keep the goods. A hard choice, but a simple action. Does that make sense? So why is this game from 2007 still in a hotness? Well, because a new version from All Play Games is coming out. So all new looks, all new stuff. We'll find out. How good is the reprint?
How excited are you to push some containers?
I actually also have played this, the old version, really old version, and I liked it. But you haven't, so I'll let you decide. so not that excited.
Number 5 on the hotness list is Covenant. What? There was an empty slide somehow in the middle, but we'll just pretend there was no empty slide. Not a lot is known. This empty slide here is on purpose compared to the previous one. Not a lot is known about this game. There isn't much. I mean, it just got announced a month ago. So the only thing we have is this amazing photo of some components right there. But what we do know is it's about dwarves. And, you know, dwarves are dwarves. They like to dig stuff and mine stuff. And clearly this is a dwarf placement game. In this game, you will take your little dwarves and send them out onto board to mine stuff, get stuff, all in the name of victory points.
Oh,
victory points. Yeah, cool. But you know, maybe freedom is victory points.
Covenant, dwarves,
We know nothing about this game.
worker placement, I'm
This
assuming.
is an empty space.
Yeah, seems like a good fit for the dwarf game.
Alright, so fourth hottest board game out there is gonna be the Game Makers, which is all about making a board game. Each player will play a company that is creating board games, and they're gathering all the resources, building houses and like fulfillment places and things, and then getting components to create better and better board games. And really cool thing is that you will have this board in the middle of the table, the circular thing, where all players simultaneously will be getting stuff from and then using them for their own good. So what components will your board gaming company use to become the best board game makers ever? And what it also says, there's multi-use things, not just cards, but you can use all the components as well for multiple things. How does that work? We're not sure quite yet, but it looks really exciting. Or does it?
So you have worked as a game maker before, made good games. How excited are you to play a
Not
board
at
game
all.
maker?
Not at all. I like the, you know, the thing and the small forklifts, but the theme, it does have ice cool though.
It has dwarfs, though.
Finally, we're getting to some really cool games. You know what's coming up, right? You know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this. It's this. This game is based on the best Star Wars movie, Empire Strikes Back. In this game, you will divide into 2 teams. One team will play the Rebels, and the other team will play the Empire. Somehow Empire seems smaller. But they're not! They have huge walking tanks! Pew, 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 pew. You will pick a scenario, set up the board, and battle it out. Your goal is to get victory points. They're called medals here, you know. But you get medals by destroying enemy units or controlling certain spaces on the board. And all you do in this game is just play one card and activate some units. And then move them around, roll some dice. Where are the dice? There's no dice? Where's the dice? Here are the dice. There they are. I thought they were somewhere there. And it's very simple. It takes 30 minutes to play. I play with my kids. You can play with grown-ups. And if you have a friend who also bought it, you can put them together and play an epic battle.
The best game on the list, as I already said. What do you mean no? Yeah, it goes up here.
Just 2 more games left in the hotness list, and number 2 is gonna be Emberheart. In Emberheart, you're trying to protect dragons, the last dragons on Earth. There's tons of actions you will be able to do. For example, travel to the mountain and collect dragons or help them or whatnot. And you will be able to do that by sending out your own workers, like little discs. But the more discs you send to that place, right, for example here, the more likely you are to be the first one doing that action. For example, if you go here and pick up a card, then the next player will have less things to choose from. So it's not just worker placement game, it's like multiple worker placement game. And why do you need to protect those dragons is because, well, poachers are coming, and at the end of each round, poachers are gonna destroy things, steal dragons, and well, bad things will happen. And with all of your actions, you will be able to get new guards, get new skills, things, move and save these dragons. It's quite a simple game, yet I think the worker placement and multiple worker placement is what makes it pretty unique.
How much do you want to save some dragons?
I'm excited about the theme.
Yeah?
I like dragons. Who doesn't like dragons?
Seems like super simple game and also flamecrafty. I'll actually place this one here and then here.
Yeah.
And the hottest game this month is Great Sea.
Great!
It's great to see. It's the next game from Garfield Games, and we do like Garfield games in this house, don't we? Because we have Hadrian's Wall, and we like it. And we have the Anarchy, and we like it. And then we have Assyria, and then we have Scarabara, and then we have plenty more. We really like those games. So this is a new one from them. But what is it all about? How does it look? We don't know. There are no pictures, just the cover. And how I assume it's gonna look, because there are no pictures, you're gonna have a board. I'm 99% sure it's gonna have a board, right? Okay. And then you will have a track where you will count your victory points. And then you will get your conquest points that will come around here. Also, commerce points that will come around here. And then when they meet, right here in this romantic spot, love blooms, and then you win the game. But there's shipbuilding. I'm excited to see how the conquest works. So this sounds really cool. And if you like Garfield games, I think you're gonna love this one.
So this is the last game here, hottest game right now.
It's gonna be good. We know it's gonna be
We
good.
know Garfield game is gonna be good, so yeah. So this is our excitement level for the hottest board games out right now. What is your excitement level? Which of these would be the game you want to table the most? Let us know in the comment section below.
Also, clearly it's in the name why this is the most Hoth game. Thank you for everyone who already supports the channel. We couldn't be doing these horrible jokes without you. But if you want more bad jokes, we really need your support and consider supporting our channel.